All right, Shalom. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Murkak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether you can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. Shalom to that walk through our listen and learning. That few sisters who are listening and learning. All right, I'm back, making a part two. Internet cut off on me, whatever. So I had to go off and I had to go turn off my router and turn it back on or whatever. So anyway, so I was ending on I was ending it on First Corinthians 7, and I was going into Philippians 1, dealing with what Paul said about being on earth and being and finishing the work and the Lord call you back to the spiritual realm. So this would Philippians 1 and 20, it reads, according to my earnest expectation, according to my earnest expectation and my hope, that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness, as always, so now also Mashiach shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. For to it's a for to me to live is Hamashiach and to die is gain, right? So either way, right? And as we here on the earth walking in the name of Yahweh Shema Shah, right? Or dying is gain, either or. It say verse 22, but if I live in the flesh, this is the fruit of my labor. Yet what I should choose, I what not. But if I live in the flesh, this is the fruit of my labor. Yet what I should choose, I what not. For I am in the strait betwixt two, having a desire to depart and to be with Hamashiach, which is far better. So Paul says, hey, it's better to be right in the spiritual realm, man. Right? Verse 24 reads, nevertheless, to abide in the flesh is more needful for me. So, like, nevertheless, to abide in the flesh is more needful for you, which it is, man. Right? To be here, to do the work. And that's reading Matthew 13, man. And because to be here to see these things play out, man, it's beautiful. It say Matthew 13 and 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. So, hey, it's a beautiful thing to be here to see what's going on, man. It's a beautiful thing to be here, to be in this truth, man. Laboring with the Akim, with the brethren, man, with the body, as well as the sisters coming in, man. So back in Philippians 1 and 24, and Philippians 1 and 25, it reads, and having this confidence, I know that I shall abide to continue with you all for your furtherance and joy of faith. You see, verse 27 reads, it say, only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of a Mashiach, that whether I come and see you or else be absent, I may hear of your affairs, that ye stand fast in one spirit, with one mind, striving together for the faith of the gospel. Beautiful, man. It say, and in nothing terrified by your adversaries. Hey, that's why I say we're supposed to stand in great boldness, because we're not terrified of our adversaries. It say, and in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an even evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation, and that of power. Yahweh Shema Shah, man. So how beautiful it is. The Lord gave you the calling to this truth. So let me get this. Philippians 1 and 5, for your fellowship in the gospel from the first day unto now, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it unto the day of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. You see, it say for your fellowship in the gospel from the first day unto now, being confident of this very thing, that he which have begun a good work in you, will perform it unto the day of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. You see, being confident. It's Philippians 2 and 13. For it is God, Yahweh Shema Shah, power which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmurs and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of power, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world, holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Hamashiach, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. So yeah, man, I just want to make that point, man. How beautiful it is for this truth, man. And as Paul said, hey, to live in Hamashiach or to die, it's both gain, man. Right? But he said he was caught up between the two, whether to go back to the spiritual realm or be on earth. Well, hey, as he said in verse 24, nevertheless, hey, it's needful for us to be here to do the work, man, to do the labor, to see the thing that's playing out on earth, which we seeing, man. The Lord just jacked up hundreds of people, man. Hundreds of people with these tornadoes that are going on right now, man. Why? For wicked disobedience. Those are examples of repentance, man. Repenting and turn back to Yahweh Shema Shah, or you're gonna be destroyed, man. But we get to see these things playing out, man. Lord willing, we be of those men, right? Those elect men and them elect women, man. Lord willing, we be of that number. Lord willing. So again, read this. John 9 and 4, it reads, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. Right? Hey, so as the Lord said, this is Luke 9 and 62. It said, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Hey, so work your work, right? Let's close with this. Ecclesiastes 51 and 30. It reads, work your work betimes, and in his time he will give you your reward, man. So work your work betimes while this day, man. Night come when no man can work, man. When Jacob trouble come, ain't gonna be no working, man. Matter of fact, let me get these two precepts. This Amos 5 and 13, it reads, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time, right? Ain't gonna be no more teaching. Let me get this one. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and 24. It reads, then the Spirit entered into me and set me upon my feet and spake with me and said unto me, go, shut thyself within thy house. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shouldest be dumb, and shall not be to them a reproval, for they are a rebellious house. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, thus said the Lord Yahweh power, he that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. So we coming to a point, man, when ain't gonna be no more work. As I tell you, Amos, was it 8 and 11, man, right? Well, right now we put to work our work, be times while we can, man, because if it come a point in time, ain't gonna be no more work, man. Oh, and the Lord, and the cup that the Lord give you, man, is your cup full, man, right? He said he give us our cup, man. And King David said, what? He let me get that. He prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemy. Right? He said, my cup runneth over. Which is what? That cup being full of which is of what? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man. You see? Because it tell you in Isaiah 33 and 6 that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. So work your work now, man, while you can, man. Right? Hold fast to that which thou hast, man, which is just truth. We got to use it, man. As a matter of fact, let me get this. This is 2 Timothy 3. It's a 2 Timothy 3 and 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learnt them, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Hamashiach Yahushua. So, hey, stick to what you was taught, man. This is verse 2 Timothy 3 and 10. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering, charity, patience. You see? Hey, work your work, man. While it is day, man. As night come when no man can work, man. And that's what the Lord said this in 2 Ezra 14 and 13. It reads, now therefore set thine house in order. What's your house? Your body, man. Okay? Your body, man. Your mind, body, and soul, your spirit, which is of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You got to set that in order first. It says, set thine house in order and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble and now renounce corruption. So this is what we got to do, man. Setting your house in order so you may be able to dwell in the courts of the Lord, man. Right? Working your work betimes. That's what the Lord say. This is Psalms. This is Psalms 94 and 16. It reads, who will rise up for me against the evildoers, which is the two-thirds of Israel? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Right? Evildoers and workers of iniquity are both two-thirds of Israel and the heathens, starting with Esau Edom, man. So who gonna stand up for the Lord, man? Against the evildoers, right? Who gonna stand up for the Lord against the workers of iniquity, man? Them that work in their work betimes, man, standing in great boldness. This is not for everybody, man. That's why going back to this, Baruch 4 and 28, it reads, for as it was your mind to go astray from power, Yahweh Shema Shai, so being returned, seek him 10 times more, man. This is working your work betimes, man. Seek the Lord 10 times more, man. Oh, man, I had another precept. Um, I was finna get, let me see. Let me pull this up. So like you bear with me for a moment. Let's see. I can't find it. I ain't gonna worry about it. Um, man, it was a verse that was going into I can't find it, but it was a verse going into it said run like I don't know if it had been apocrypha or not, but run not like as if there was a marathon because it's a sprint. But let me get this one. I get this one. I don't know what that one at right off. This is Hebrews 12 and 1. There's a verse that talked about not running, not running like as a marathon. This is Hebrews 12 and 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doeth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. Because this race is not a race, uh, this ain't no marathon, man. Okay, this is a race we walking, man. Okay, being patient. That's why a lot of brothers tap out, man. They get tired of being patient, man. They get tired of enduring. So this is a walk, man. This ain't no run, man. Hey, so I just want to make the point on that. The devils. I don't know what happened to the internet. The internet went bad on my first part on part one. So I just wanted to finish out with a part two. So Lord was edifying. Got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether you can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupants pushing this truth and believing this truth. Throughout the four ends of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Aguas who are listening and learning, that few sisters who are listening and learning. Lord was edifying. Till next time, I say shalom, wa abba, abba. The water for tuning in.